Yo, yo. Okay, that works. Desktop. Okay, boom. Okay, there we go. I was looking to see, I was like, where is chat at? Okay, chat screen's right here. Let me know if everything is still working properly, conditions, stuff like that. Now, of course, this stream probably gonna be, the usual. Probably maybe a 2 hour duration, but during those durations, we're gonna be going over, of course. Of course, we're going to be going over pretty much some encounters that I've had that I'm having some technical difficulties trying to play DBU, as you already know. So we're just going to show it right here, so that way, hopefully, this can be sorted out and fixed in the meantime. Light and Shadow, what's up? Balk, long time no see. Long time no see y'all. Speed and Shadow, what is up indeed? Okay. All right, let's see. Alrighty. Now I know there's been a lot of changes to this game, as y'all know, that we did a recent video on. But one of the things that I'd just like to point out, some things that I'd like to point out. In this case, we use the sample 2. So one, energy volley, that doesn't work. Oofy oop. Let's see here. Yeah, see that doesn't work. That art looks pretty good, but I can't see anything. Alright, here we go. Yes, even keyboard has kind of bugged as well. I got up to 10,312 rebirths. Nice. But now I really do have a question now, because I know things have changed, and I know that the scaling is a little different now. So I don't even know if 10,000 rebirths is average, the beginning stage. Y'all gonna have to update me on what's the average rebirth amount now, because I remember when they updated it and it got way easier for everybody. So that made things a little bit different than they were before. Let's see. We're still grinding. No. We actually, like I said, our rebirths are 30,156. We pretty much haven't moved really that much. We have not moved that much at all. We haven't done none of that. I need like 31 billion average for real. I'm just wondering now, what is the average amount of rails for the average player? Y'all forced the devs to release the game. No, I didn't force anything. I'm not the one in charge of that. Not the one in charge of that at all. Y'all know the motto. Y'all know the motto. When it drops, man. When it drops, it drops. So a few things that I wish that were just a little bit fixed. I think it's Kabito. I don't think Kabito works in terms of going back to Earth. Let me check. Let me check again for the second time. And that's another thing too. When you go to Whis to be transported back, like to Bill's planet, I wonder where it'll take me. Will it take me to? Okay, so this is fixed. The only issue with this is that I have to reset once in order to actually go there. So it'll be the same. So really, it'll be the same thing like with trying to go to Bill's Planet. Because I noticed when I try to go to Bill's Planet, when I try to go to Bill's Planet, I have to reset every time. Plus, instead of 50%, now reps are 35%. Oh, so they decreased the perk. I see. Yeah, right now I'm a little outdated in terms of what's the new go-to, what's this and what's that. So I'm a little outdated. I gotta still get back into the group of things. Sky Blast. Yeah. But how y'all been, man? How y'all been? No, it's been a while. It's been a while indeed. It's been a while indeed. It's been a while indeed. I say wow or wow? Wow. I bought private service before update. Barely used it for 2 days, then lost it due to long update release. Yeah, I had a private server ready as well, and when the servers when the server shut down, and then the game went closing, I was like, okay, so how long is this gonna take? Ooh, it took a while. It took a while. This is what I was talking about. This is the bug here. And the way that it works, this is a little bug here that I really want to be fixed. And the way that it works is that you go into Whis, you try to go into Whis and you do it, but it doesn't work. And then you gotta reset your character and then go again, and this time it'll work. But if you think ahead, right, and if you were to say, okay, so if I have to reset, now I just need to, then when I get over to be ready to go to Bill's Planet, let me reset, then let me go, right? No, it doesn't work that way. You actually got to click, and then it has to bug out, and then you actually have to reset and then do it again. Nah, that's a little too weird. But so I'm so used to getting energy volley. All I can equip now is speed scan. Right now. Not bad. I went from 500 to 10k reps in like 2 days. Cause of that max rebirth thing, got like average 5k a day. What in the world? 5k a day? Yeah, the system is overrated or something like that. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, this whole thing override. The whole scaling, the whole power system, that's gone. 30,000 rebirths. People can get that easily now, so that's no longer in the I guess you would say that's no longer in the realms of like then what would be the pro level then? The pro aim. Pro level probably is over hundreds and thousands, or maybe 300,000 or 500,000 rebirths, because if people can get that much in amount of a day, then the new scaling has increased now. So 30,000 rebirths probably is no longer good anymore. So now we gotta increase the. So now we just gotta increase the scaling. I mean, this has happened before in the past, but not to this extent though. This extent is a lot extreme, very extreme. The scaling has increased, but very dramatically. Yeah, the scaling, scaling's. When you said 5k a day, man, what? Hooey, this we missed out on an important lesson right here. The important lesson of patience and good old grinding. Patience and good old grinding. That's the important lesson. Mehi, yeah. As long as y'all don't change y'all name, I will still remember you. I remember you. As long as you don't change your name, I still remember. I still remember indeed. I still remember indeed. Of course, all you're playing this monstrosity. It is DBU. It's still DBU, so y'all already know the motto. We tried multiple times to, as y'all know, we tried many attempts to say, all right, guys, I'm officially done this time, and then all of a sudden I come back. DBU stuck with us. Before update used to get like 1.6 septillion from last boss. It was wild. Yes, I do remember that. I do remember the glimpse of that. I thought that wasn't really a good move in terms of like increasing the stats dramatically to where everybody's in quads, quintillions, and then going above and beyond that. I think we should have just stayed with. We should have stayed with the scaling of millions, or thousands, millions, billions, trillions, and then quads, and then very, very, very rare of a quintillion. Of course, that shouldn't be possible unless you're a developer or a tester to get quintillions. But quadrillions, that's possible for the players. Now, of course, I'm only speaking in an outdated version now because a lot has changed. But yeah, I'm sure it's something that we'll get used to. But at the same time, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee indeed. Well, 5K in 6 hours, but I didn't grind that much. Had like average 20 reps in less than a minute. How does that I'm trying to figure out the timing of that. Do you just start off in what, Bill's Clinic? Or do you no, not what I mean by that, but do you like go to Earth, do you grind there? Is it to the point where you can rebirth while on Earth instead of going to Bill's Clinic? Is that why it's so quick? Be doing in less than a minute, because and I also keep forgetting that you no longer have to pay to go to Reese anymore. But you still need a stat requirement. I don't think we got no stat requirement for this round. I was banned from DBU Discord because I posted screenshots of my attempt at making my own DBU concept. Nothing playable and only in studio for concept stuff. Didn't receive threats from the devs. Man, oh man. Was this like, I don't know which version because the amount of devs that have been switched out was I think we had 3 consecutive. Now we have new devs now. So I'm trying to keep up with the amount with over how many times the devs have been changed and swapped out. Because it didn't like what I was able to make in a few days compared to what they released in 3 months. Devs are like killing games trying to make it popular, so they used it. So they use it max. I was telling them at the very beginning when Ryer was what's up, Spicy? Warren, what up? Long time no see indeed. But I was telling them back when Ryer was the, I guess, was he the developer or the not tester or administrator, whichever position. When Ryer was there, I told him I was like, we have patience. So in terms of like updates and stuff like that, please, I told him, I said, please take your time with the updates. Please take your time with the updates, because in terms of updates, we are very patient. We're very patient. We've waited a year. And just like Dry Bomber's recent video he released, because I've seen that one, 2 years. I didn't even realize we waited 2 years. Now that I think about it, we waited 2 years for an update. A year for an update. And you were lucky if you had an update when Papa Pingo was the owner. So let me just say that having an update in 2 weeks is like, it's like mind-blowing, eye shocker. It's like eye shocker. Now, if you're unfamiliar with that, then that means that you came around the same time when Ball Studios was in place. But man, oh man. Dang, anybody can get it. Anybody, we have the patience. So I think that's the very important part. Patience. They gotta take their time. Take their time with the update. Do some bug fixes like these. These, for example, these need to be bug fixed. Basically, all I want for this is just the bug be fixed. I can use energy volley. I can go into Bill's planet without having to reset. And the same thing with Kabito, and then we're solid. Pretty, I'm pretty simple with that. So like that, what I just did, I want to go boom, just like that, boom. So that way I don't just have to reset each time I have to go. Now that time your stats didn't reset, it only took how many it needed. Then I do like one quest and straight to last boss. You do one quest and straight to last boss. Do one quest there, I get enough stats for 20 reps because that time reps for 50%. Ah, that percentage must have played a big factor for everybody then. Okay. Then what's the yeah, what's the average amount of rebirths nowadays? What's the average amount? What is the new average amount of rebirths that everybody's like around? Like I'm talking about average players. Average players who are hitting it. Consistent majority of players who are hitting what? Do you know why I have so many rebirths now? Before I had 18, now I have 122 after the update. Yes. Now, because the update took so long, right? Because the update took so long and the game was closed at the time, they gave us 100 rebirths. They gave us an additional 100 rebirths as compensation for waiting too long, for like 2 months for the update to happen. So if you're wondering why was there an additional 100 rebirths added to your reps, then that's the reason why. Cobra said he saw you in game the other day. Yep, saw Cobra too. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I played for like a little bit, but then that's when I encountered, you know, like this issue where you have to like, if you want to go to Earth, you gotta actually reset and then hit Kabito again, and then he'll take you to Earth. Same thing with Whis. So I was like, well, hopefully that fits, so that way I can get back into like grinding. Wait, don't tell me that I have to do. Okay, it worked. It worked in the same time. Does Chris have a Discord server? Nah. I mean, the Black Knights is still open, but it's not active. We do not have a Discord or active Discord server. Most of the time in servers, I'm in Dragon Blox Ultimate official server. I'm in Dry Bomber server as well. I would say it is pretty cool that the arenas are different now. Just some arenas are different. Yo, Chris, DM me on Discord. I'll show you what I whipped up in studio, which was my concepts. Okay, good deal. I guess I'll take a look at it right after stream, or take a peek at it whenever I get the chance while doing stream. Either one of the two. Goose YT. What up? What up? You got Goose YT up in here. Let me see. Hold on, real quick. Get the God Blast equipped. Alright. DB's beyond cooked. Let's play something else. It doesn't hurt to try. Well, unfortunately, I think y'all already know how it always goes. Now, maybe, but at the same time, we're kind of stuck with it, you know. We tried multiple times. Y'all know this. We tried multiple times to quit, and yet we came back. So DBU said, "You're not going anywhere." I tried leaving multiple times. Y'all know this. I tried leaving multiple times. DBU just grabbed my shoulder. DBU literally just grabbed my shoulder like this. You ain't going anywhere, man. He said, you're not going anywhere. You are not going anywhere. Exactly what it said. Now, of course, I was surprised, cause I tried playing DBFR. What was it, DBFR? But I believe I'm like Probably am not planning on getting any higher stats than DBFR. Though DBFR I believe is still doing their updates and stuff. In terms of it, there was the Flash World Flash Cloud that was pretty good. But I only played like a little bit of that. Only just a tiny bit. You sound convinced you'll be the final DBU player. Yeah, I'm more than likely I'll probably be. Yeah. It stuck. It like I said, it stuck with me. As y'all, yeah. If I grind to 1 trillion like 11 reps, usually like 3 to 5, I barely play at all. All right, thanks a lot. Oh, no problem, DJ. DB feels more laggy than other games on Roblox for me after they open back up. Yeah, it's pretty laggy. Like I said, you can only use a certain limited amount of stuff. I'm off to work out, then to work. Catch you later. Good to see you. Good to see you as well, Spicy. Indeed. Indeed. Much appreciated you stopping by. Much appreciated. Appreciate it indeed. Yeah, the final DBU player. Man, oh man. But does anybody know the average amount of rebirths that players get now? I'm just curious. Oh, yeah. It's kind of curious as to what's the average amount. Not gonna lie. Too many rebirths? Too many? I'm just curious. I'm just curious what's the scaling now? Because as you know, DBU leaderboard servers or DBU statistics, there's probably been updated. Okay. Cool. Boom. Anyway, add me up on Discord, the Mr. G. I'll see in the requests. I'll be going through the requests indeed on Discord because there is a lot of them. You say I only say try something else because there are some unique games on the platform right now. Regardless if you get views, you should try them out for yourself. See how much Roblox is progress. Yeah, that'll be the key factor. That'll be the key factor if I had that same. I found that game that has that drew me in the same way DBU did. It needs to be a game to where even if I try to say, all right, I'm moving on, the game don't want me to move on. The game says stay right here. So it needs to pull a DBU and tell me to stay right here. So we need to find a game that's exactly like that. A game for the long run. That's exactly if we go like I said, but DBU still gonna be DBU, we still gonna be playing that. But if we really gonna be finding a game, we need to find a game that'll really get us to stay. I added you a while back while cleaning my friends list. I needed to because a mod for Roblox Discord at the time. Then retired after 3 years. Nice. Roblox Discord. Nice. Hold on. Yeah, okay. 10 bill. We're there. That spot. What in the world? But yeah, when this update came out, I was very surprised about the map. The map was humongous. It was bigger than any other map that we had in any update. Any update. That's including the 2020 the Super Saiyan God Vegito update. This map takes the cake in terms of how big it was. There's a lot of stuff. You can definitely get lost there. Except the beacons do help. The beacons help a lot. So of course, if you haven't seen the recent video, definitely check it out. It explains everything in 6 minutes. Ease, peace, lemon squeeze. They made rebirths easier. My reps went from 2 billion to like 400 million. For the long grind. Yeah, for the long grind. Because I'm guessing what's keeping me playing DBU was it wasn't because of the game, like how like you see the game that it is, right? Right. It was very different back then because back then before I got serious into it, I was playing it regularly. I was like, okay, I got the rebirths and the required forms. Boom. Let's plan to make a video about it. Then it was dad_Smurf. I remember it. He told me, he said, let me tell you the lore. And then that's when I was locked. That's when I was locked. That's when I was locked in. And then on top of that, joined the clan. And this felt like a real arc. But we was just living in it. So it became more than what it was than just what you see right here. It became more than what it was than right here. That's probably the big factor that made me stay all this time. Because I viewed it as something more than just a game. I viewed it as something like just like how what was described. You had your villain, you had your clans, you had many different arcs. Oh, you had the neutral. You had the neutral faction, which would probably be Commonwealth at that time. So it was like set up like an arc, but we was living in it. Nobody was setting it up. We was just living in it. So it just happened naturally. That's probably one of the key reasons why I'm still playing. Even though I'm not really caught up to what's going on right now. Because there have been so many changes, including the map itself and the world. But boom. Alright. It's a little funny though when you see what I was able to whip up in the studio in a couple days. Was remaking everything from animations via bets, script, speed, stats, flight system, and pretty much everything. Ooh-wee. Hey, one of these days though, somebody go get the those player counts coming in. Because as long as you know how most players like work in terms of like what your target audiences want to be. Because if you make a game like very complex or something like that, I mean, in some cases, sometimes it's hit or miss. Now, if you make a game simple, now that can also hit or miss, but you have a higher chance of it hitting. But you have to make sure that it's not too much into the niche. Like if it's a clicking simulator, game, those will probably be a hit, but only if yours is unique. And then on top of that, if you're doing updates. I'm assuming maybe bi-weekly, or maybe a month, or maybe 1 week, or every 2 weeks. So you have to pace yourself really well, have some ideas. So most games now just be popping off, and then you go in, they be like over like what 200,000 players. So you be like, all right, what they playing? And you just clicking. You're just clicking indeed. How many rebirths we got? We got like 30,162. Now I'm outdated right now, so I don't know what's the new pro scaling anymore, because all these updates have been happening, and people were able to get a lot of rebirths so easily and so quickly. And so I lost track of what was supposed to be considered. This amount of rebirths, that's the average amount, or in this amount of rebirths, this is the new pro amount, and this one's this amount. So I lost track of what's considered pro level. I don't know what's considered pro level anymore. We got 163 rebirths. But ever since those updates, especially the updates that makes you get the rebirths super easily, I have zero clue what's considered like really, really good anymore. I have zero clue. And I have no idea what's the average amount of rebirths that everybody is hitting in DBU at this point. No, I don't care about it. I release my own games. I just make them for fun. Nice, nice. Nice, nice indeed. For one's own enjoyment. Can't go wrong with that at all. Oh, I need to charge up. It's good to work my mind, get better experience from when I do commissions. Nice. Well said, well said, well said. 30K? Yes, 30K. 30.1. Still got 1K, so don't worry. Played since release, but kind of got bored. CSC, understandable indeed. It takes some patience. This game will teach you about patience. This game will teach you about patience. Not only in updates at the time it was both updates and rebirths. It was both updates and rebirths. Oh, what in the world? Always had the lag going. Stream's been pretty good, y'all. It's been I'm trying to see if there has been any lag. And I'm not talking about in game, but I'm trying to make sure that the stream is good for everybody. Very tempted to work full time on the little thing I made in studio since they've been without valid reason. Oofy oof. No lag. Cool. Most of the before I played what in the world? What was I about to say? Before I went live, most of the games that I was playing previously was I was currently on Assassin's Creed Shadows, so I was giving that a shot. What else was it? I'm trying to be sure which other games I was. Now I was mainly on Shadows, Night Rain. I was playing Elden Ring Night Rain just for a little bit. Yeah, I was doing Elden Ring Night Rain and playing Elden Ring mods. So I was chilling while that 2 month period was happening for DPU, and we was waiting for that stuff to update. Boom. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Put it right here. Test, test, test. Okay, perfect. I gotta make sure my mic is good too. I don't want my mic to be sounding weird. Test, output, input. Let's go there. Oh, do you remember when you had a DBU rap battle? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Rep grinder versus stat grinder. And it's a good volume above the game input. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm just putting this repetitive standby. No, yeah, R off. Keep getting energy volley. I'm so used to getting energy volley. I guess the good news would be is that you can quickly get the energy forms out. It's like super fast though. Oh, what? End up enclosed into another, like the new form particles. The forms I only have a few forms that I can actually like be able to use without turning the R off, because the R can be very bright. Yeah, I got boxed. Some odd reason. Don't get me wrong, some of the old DBU forms were a bit outdated, but they still had a charm to them that didn't feel overdone. The new ones are a little yelling for someone to look at them. I definitely, one of the things that I liked was the True God of Destruction, True God of Creation. But now they reworked it, and I really wish they didn't rework it, because what the True God of Destruction and True God of Creation looked like before they changed it was fine. It looked already good, so it really didn't need a rework. A lot of old DBU forms are only as perfect as it was. Yes, indeed. Super Saiyan Blue UI. I know that was removed a very long time ago, but that form is solid. I mean, of course, like the form itself, the quality of the form and how it looked, that was solid. Because if I look at like, hold on, it's good. Let me see what these forms looks like. Oh, I missed the animation. This one's less bright, but at the same time, it's like it's missing. Try UI Omen. I believe UI Omen is fine. Let me see if that was it. Yeah, UI Omen. Okay, UI Omen is fine. The way UI Omen is, I would definitely rock that. Yeah, looks solid, looks good. Yeah, that's... Yeah, UI Omen is definitely, yeah, it's good. And then it can go away as well. Yeah, UI Omen was pretty good. Pretty solid. Corrupted, what's up? The thing is as well is most of the new forms are too large, choppy. Oh wait, I was gonna try to transform again, but dude, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right. So when we join you for a bit, I quit, but I don't know. It's very laggy. I will say that, and on top of that, I'm in a private server because public server is laggy. There's some stuff that needs to be fixed from the recent update. One of those is that most of the moves, such as energy volleying, I'll show you here, but like Key Blast, you'll see just in a second. There's some stuff that they need to fix in terms of like small tweaks, bugs that needs to be just so a little lag here, but we're good. And I wish I could equip just UI Omen instead. And in this case, I can't use Energy Volley. When I try to use Energy Volley here, look at this. Yeah, Energy Volley don't work. Yeah, see, Energy Volley doesn't work. There's a lot of things that don't work, so I have to use God Blast in this case. So there's some couple things that just need to be fixed as of right now. Now I say some stuff because this is the stuff that I probably want the most fixed. The teleportation to Bill's planet is one of them. So when you hit teleport, nothing really happens. And this happens for every single time. This isn't rare. This is now every single time. So you have to reset your character, right? And then in order for it to work, you re-enter it. like that. So it'll work like that. But let's say that this happens again, right? And you're getting ready to go into Bill's Planet, and this time you reset before you click. Well, it's still not gonna let you in because you gotta get in, fail to get in, and then reset and then get in. It works like that. So, yeah, it's set up that way. Yeah, we just want to make sure there's less lag than usual. I keep equipping energy ball because I'm just used to equipping energy ball. It's like 5% done, but still probably better. I guess we'll see. We shall see. Like I said, when it comes to DBU, the reason why I play it is because it's because we already tried to leave, but DBU said no, you're not going anywhere. That's the reason why you'll probably still see me locked in. So I gotta find a game. That's why I was telling Goose YT earlier. I gotta find a game that'll have me locked in the same way as DBU did. For something in the long run, be beneficial. Oh, one more. Okay, there we go. DBU does not feel the same anymore. What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the chat. It's definitely different. The map is different. Everything has changed. The forms have been reworked. A lot of stuff has changed. A lot of stuff has changed. Mostly, I just want the bug. Most of the bugs be fits in terms of like using certain moves and being able to teleport to Bill's Planet without having to reset each and every time. So I mostly want the small bugs to be fixed. The small bugs to be fixed, so that way it's playable to go to Bill's Planet and from Bill's Planet to Earth. That angle. He said Chris will be the final. Chris will be the final DBU player. Now I still think that there will be surprisingly some players here because even with DBU make like as it is right now, there's still players playing the game. So I don't think I'll be the only one. I truly do not think I'll be the only one. Everybody has some patience. Everybody has some patience somewhere. Somebody's gonna be playing it. Lucas, what up, Lucas? We got Lucas up in here. Said where's Selena? Good old well, I have no clue. I have zero clue. Zero clue. It's like a character customization there. So I think DBU should go back the way it was before. It was better. And what time to the way it was before. So which there's been a lot of updates. So which one would that be? Oh, I don't know why I went to this one. I can't do it. I can barely do anything in this one. All right. Yeah, there we go. So I lost faith in DBU when the original creator gave up his own game. That's when I knew peak was over. Oh, Quickbot the ultimate bot. Quickbot the ultimate bot. Whew. I like when the devs started revamping the map. Also, you want to bring back to what it was before, like when they start revamping the map. Oh, so you talking about that first revamp where the map wasn't too big. It was actually everything was close together in a way. Yeah, you're talking about that version then. Easter, basically the before the Easter Bunny map, but that map, Easter Bunny map or something like that. What's going on with Earth? Not teleporting me. Weird. The original forms as well. Yeah, most of the forms that were reworked, I really wish that some stayed to like some of the original because nothing was wrong with it. True God of Creation, True God of Destruction. I wish that wasn't reworked. That was a really good form. It really didn't need it really didn't need to. It really didn't need to. I got stuck in the box again, y'all. Stuck in the box. Stuck in the box. Stuck in the box. Super Saiyan Blue UI? Yes, Super Saiyan Blue UI was really good. But that form is gone. Yeah, so bugs like that, getting stuck in the box, not being able to go to Bill's planet, not being able to go to Earth, and energy volume not working. Those stuff that can be fixed. Let's see what Super Saiyan 4. Oh, that is right. And of course, you have this, for example, where Broly is just stuck here. Yep. That's what I mean by it took him a very long time. It's like I was hit for a second. I literally went, I literally went off, like literally off cam, and then just took a look around, and he was still stuck in that animation. That stuff, bugs and stuff like that. That should be the big priority right there. All right, so I'll show you the example. All right, so let's say we know that we trying to go to Bill's planet, right? And then if we do this, we got to reset. So you're like, well, all right, well, now that I know that I just need to reset and then I can go to Bill's, let me try resetting, right? And then we can go to Bill's this way. No, that's not how it's going to work, fortunately. If it does, I'll be surprised, but in this case, no, it doesn't work that way. So you got to fail to teleport in order to teleport by resetting again, and then you can teleport. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, that's a good example. Here. Here. Oh, what was that? Oh, he made it to a miss. Ah, I see it. Okay. The person, long time no see. Stuff here gaming. Doing pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Also, Bill's plan looks weird as well. The background, how did Dils mess that up? The background? Oh, did they make it all foggy? I think you're talking about that. Let me take a look at it again when we get over there. Yeah, bro, I hope your channel got monetized. Oh, it was because we were inactive. Yeah, we were inactive. Basically, we were just inactive at that time. I believe I was in college at that time, so I focused on trying to finish up there. So when you're inactive for too long, your channel thing goes away a little bit. But it's nothing. But it's not. But I already knew this. I already knew this at the time because I was busy with school, with college and stuff like that. And it gave me that notification, but I was just too busy. Couldn't put anything out there because I was just too busy. So I already knew it was gonna happen. I already knew it was gonna happen because I was super inactive. But we just chilling. We just chilling indeed. Let's see. I don't know why I'm doing this again. If you work regular, it would be monetized soon. Yeah, more likely. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why I always keep forgetting that I gotta love your video. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Hopefully that helped. I don't know if you're talking about the recent video, but hopefully the recent video help get everybody like situated in terms of like what all came with, what all was presented in the update, in this recent update. So I try to make it as easy as possible. MSU Gavinator, long time no see indeed. Long time no see indeed. Well, hello. Hello, hello indeed. Yeah, we looking like Krillin now. We Krillin. We are Krillin. Yeah, see? Look at that. Clean shave from all the way back here. Clean shave. Ooh, we got a clean shave right here, man. Clean shave. Clean shave. Gotta figure it out. Boom. Boom. Let's turn this stream into a random game stream. OG Friday random game stream. OG Friday random game stream. Who knows? Who knows? But not this stream, though. Which not this stream. But who knows? Who knows? What in the world? Oh, I haven't rebirthed yet. Okay. Gotta do one more round. You said, do you know anybody that has a clan? Not that I know of. Like I said, I'm new to this too, so I'm not really caught up to what's been happening lately. In the community, I haven't been caught up to what's been happening lately in the community. A lot, and I mean a lot, has changed. So I don't even know what. I don't even know what's the new go-to anymore. What's the new average amount of rebirths? Because it's been a whole lot of changes. Thing like the trim facial hair. Trim the facial hair. I don't know which version that is. No idea. It was yeah. Now of course what was that? There was something I was thinking about. He said that's Master Rush from Alright. Where? Oh, okay. OG here was good, but this is also fine. Yeah, and then on top of that, I can't go. I can't revert to OG here. Yeah. This was not not by choice, so I had to make do. So I had to make do indeed. But I'm quite satisfied. I'm quite satisfied with it though. Made things easier. Do you know anybody who has a private server? Public servers are way too laggy. Public server? Man, what was it? What was that? That was weird. Private server. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me do this real quick. Yeah. All right. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This is laggy here a little bit in terms of like, it's probably better in private servers, but it's still laggy. So I still wish they change like fix that so that way it's easier for everybody. Let me see. Let me check on Blox real quick. Let me check. Be sure to double check your settings. Double check your settings. I'm trying to see image shooting. Make sure you double check your settings. Alright, what we got? I always thought it was a choice. No, it's not a choice. But at the same time, it's a solid path though. because I was able to make it work. Alright, corrupted. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Alright, let me see something. Alright, so I'm gonna be thinking about this, but I got a question for y'all. Now this is something different, but I will come back to this question here and there. But if I were to play see what you have your privacy settings set to, so that way you can have friends allow to join private servers. Just make sure you double check your settings and see if everything is good for you to be added to private servers. But anyway, my question was this. My first question was something pertaining to Roblox, obviously. What are some Roblox games that y'all know that y'all want me to make videos and streams? Because the first thing I'm probably going to do is make videos, and then eventually I'm going to do a stream towards them. I'm going to do, with the exception of maybe a little bit so I have to do a lot of prep for it. Oh, actually, okay. Some damage you've always be working. Says everyone. Got it. Is your name MSU? MSU Gavinator? On there? It's weird. It's weird because it says the user is not eligible to be added to this private server. That is pretty weird. Not gonna lie. So what kind of games do you like? Oh, is it? Huh. Did I put that in correctly? Miss you. Bit. Oh, okay. That was a different. Okay. You're good now. Use that private server. Use that private server. That was a different MSU guy. Bro, that was a different MSU. I don't know who was that, but that was a different MSU. Yeah, that was a different MSU Gavinator. Now, of course, let's see. Okay, so that was your first account. Okay. Yeah, that one I was not able to add anything. Kind of games? Right now that's what we're trying to discover. I guess that's what we're trying to discover. It's most people's go-to. Might have to look behind the scenes to see and prep for what's something to introduce. They'll get people to come by. Now of course we're gonna hold off right there. We're gonna put that to the side right now. Now in terms of now I know we've been back and forth with Twitch, right? Now in terms of Twitch would be, if I were to do Twitch, it would be not Roblox. YouTube would be strictly Roblox if we were trying to make it YouTube Roblox. Twitch would be something like Steam games, Epic games, any of the other games that we attempt to try out. So what games would be the top suggestions, or would be one of the suggestions? Lumion Legacy, but the updates are taking super long to come out. Yeah. So if I now if I were to do Steam games, that would be over by Twitch. Now I gotta set majority of that stuff up, and actually like be locked in. But for right now, we're talking about the near future. We're talking about like in terms of Twitch, that'll be a little bit later on, until we prepare for it and stuff like that. But in terms of like Roblox, Roblox, that can always be planned. So we gotta see. I would say the new Mimic FNAF game for Steam. I believe my brother might know a lot more about that series than I do. But I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't think I can do that. Because I won't get much of it. My brother probably knows more about it. I guess we'll see in the meantime. We'll just see for right now. Right now we're still like putting ideas out there, because we're trying to see if we're trying to like take that next step at the same time. Once you get into the lore, it gets deep. Yeah, I think my brother knows more about the lore than I do. It just depends. It really depends though. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know for right now, but it just depends. Yeah, it depends for right now, so we'll hold that off. It's hard, but the fun kind of hard zone game. Let's see. What's it? Alright, hopefully it's begin this time. Oh, I'm supposed to announce that. Country Conquest game. Rise of Nations. Rise of Nations. Towards the end of it, it all just breaks down to that first step. The first step. It all comes down to that first step every time. It really comes down to that first step. Rise of Nations. Alrighty. Alright. Hopefully the teleport thing works. I keep forgetting that there's actually Super Saiyan Blue too. And then there's Godly Super Saiyan 2, which that is gone. Oh wait. Neurophobia. Alright, then I'll check out those three. Well, I'll check out those. Let's start with those three then. Step by step. I'm gonna check out individually on my own. The first one, Lumion Legacy, and then of course Country's Conquest, and then Phobia. So I gotta be sure. Yeah, I'll have to be like, okay, homework. This is your homework. Cause I gotta be sure to put it down. I gotta treat it like I really need to like I have to have that. Like I said, it always takes that first step. I always take the first step. So we start at a step at a time. Learn about the first suggestion, first game from there, and then we'll go from there. We don't want to overfill it. We start saying, okay, this game. Now I'll be looking around like, so many to choose from. What do I pick? Like, and then all of a sudden you don't pick anything at the end of the day, because you was overwhelmed. Yeah, we had to treat it like an assignment, homework assignment. Get into the game, learn about it, etc. Learn about it, etc., etc. Professor Gavinator. There we go. Professor Gavinator. Professor Gavinator. Stuck in the box. I don't know where I was. All right, let's take a look at. Whoa! Super bright. You can't see anything out there. Oh wait, yes you can. There's the island right over here. I don't think I can see anything over there. Yeah, I can see nothing over there. But I can see this. It's distinct, but it's there. Yeah. Keep going on. On that one guy who just disappears when people know. If it's you. Keep going on with your hard work. It's like light mode Discord looking out there. Yeah. Straight light mode. I'm like, yeah, it's too bright. Not gonna fly over there. Not gonna fly over there. Pretty. Oh, I'm trying to get beast king already. The new forms. There's some that are too bright. Now Kyle can solid. That one I can say is pretty solid. But if you go to Super Saiyan, it's just a little too bright. It's a little too bright. Just a little bit. Just a little too bright. Please don't make it brighter. Hopefully it's not brighter. No, it's even more. Oh, well, it's about the same brightness. A little bit of electricity. It just needs to be a little less bright, and then that'll be fine. Mystic, the same way, I believe. Or it's a little different. Actually, Mystic's pretty solid. Never mind. Mystic is about the same bright lamp, but I'm guessing it's nighttime, and it's probably easier to see it. It's a little bit in between. Kaioken was solid. Super Saiyan God, you can barely see anything, but it's there though. You can see it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if too bright's the word. It's something else. God, well, it's the light. You can't see your character. Well, you can, but will be another example then. We got 3 devs now, so it should go well now, hopefully. Yeah, pretty much. The most thing I probably want fixed the most is the teleports to Bill's planet, to and from Bill's planet to Earth, and the energy volley. I want energy volley. Let that work. Energy volley, let that work, please. And the stuff. Now I'll show you an example. Wait, I can't use this yet. Wait, what? Okay, our character's bugged. Let's try this again. I was trying to boom. Alright. So I believe this was okay. Yeah, false god of creation is fine, but yeah, this is fine. But true god of creation, true god of creation in the past was great. However, true god of creation has changed now, so it doesn't look the same anymore. Now some people like this part, but this part, nah. For me, nah. So because I like the previous version. Maybe it's because I like the previous version more than this one. Because there's nothing wrong with this one, and some people may actually like this, but I don't know. It's just a different preference. I'm trying to see was there any changes with this as well? Okay, they changed this a little bit, so some of it blocks the view just a little bit. Some blocks the view of it. Super rolling. We remember super rolling. Super Broly used to be much. Nah. I think I like the regular. I think I like the previous Super Broly form because that one was much like it had a darker green tone. That one had a more of a darker green tone. This one has like light, like a lime color. But anyway. There are a couple of solid forms, but there are some that they're either too bright for me or just I gotta go, but add me on Discord so you myself don't forget about what I was going to show you in Mr. G. Yeah, I see your let me go ahead and accept that. Boom. That's it. All right. Said False God of Creation. That's what I like too. I like False God of Creation. It's a little bit easier to see. That's what I like as well. I like False God of Creation as well. Because it's a lot easier to see and it looks pretty good. Because before the update, True God of Creation was my favorite. But now in this update where they reworked all the forms, in this case, False God of Creation is my favorite because of the way it looks. I probably should just be in this form. Yeah, I probably prefer this form. How many stats do I need to be in False God? 288 mil? Yeah. I think I'll be in this form. This looks pretty solid. Yeah, it's easier to see. False God of Creation looks good. Yeah, that one looks good. Not too bright. Pretty good. Don't know why I put that, but okay. I almost forgot that it is 3 XP. How's college going so far? Oh, we're finished. We're finished with college. We're finished. We are finished. We are finished. So now we are moving into the realms of the unknown right now. So right now, we're just chilling until it's time to, well, get started. Yeah, we finished. We finished. We finished. Maybe cook college. Cook it. Yeah, we got that graduation going, man. The graduation was Yeah, May. I don't know why I'm just energy ball though. But surprisingly, time went by fast though. Bro, wait. Oh. But surprisingly, time went by fast. It really did. It wasn't that long ago. First started. Full-blown adults. Full-blown adults. Yeah. This part of being an adult is trying to figure it out too. Trying to figure out which path you want to go down. What direction you want to go. Is it this way? Is it this way? Is it that way? Is it this way? Diagonal? Is it the inverted diagonal? So many paths. A mystery indeed. A mystery indeed. So remember, as your gaming professor, you gotta pay me for each class. In terms of I'm trying to see what's a good reference to use. Merits points. Yeah, merits points. So I tried to think of Monk-War, but I don't know. So that's why I wanted to see and test out. That one first, or the other. And once again, I forgot to use the false god creation. I actually want to use that more. I don't know why I keep forgetting. The everlasting choice of life, the pathway in which you choose will determine your outcome in life. Well said, Professor. We're already starting off with the Professor, indeed. It is indeed a mystery. Mystery to everyone. Pretty much everyone has a story mode. Story mode and many difficulties, in many settings, all that. All of the above indeed. And I guess in this case it would be choices matter. Choices matter. A sandbox story mode. So I mean, sometimes watch Monk-War, so you could do it sometimes if you wanted to. Yeah, but I'm trying to see how to set it up, because I know the ones in the past I did, nah. One of my biggest mistakes, I think one of my biggest mistakes with doing that was now the first one, now of course, was the one about the illegitimate person that was turned into like an empress. And the biggest mistake with that one was probably, well, I would say, yeah, see, I'm not even focused, but the biggest mistake with that one was probably music. I don't think I should probably add music to any of the monk ones, because I noticed that if people want to listen to their own music, because I gotta remember that that's a whole nother type of long duration, trying to pick the right music. Usually most people would just have no music on, so that way while they hear your audio, they can play some music, something like that. Probably would be better. more easier explanations. Probably not by the book, but more like in real time explanation. May or may not work. Who knows? Yeah, that's what I did recently. I did recently look um at one creator. They did theirs like panel, like they did theirs like straight panel. I know the technique that they used it too. What they did was that they took they took the screenshot of what they wanted to put out there. They enlarged it, blurred it, and then they took the original of that, right, and then put it right down the middle. And then of course you gotta have you gotta talk about it, right, and then switch scenes. But it has that same formula, that background blurred and that original one panel right there. And then you gotta have it standing still, or you can have the camera moving up slowly like this, or moving to the side like that, moving down like this. I don't know. There were many techniques that I saw that I was like, oh, okay, cool. I did find a technique that I did prefer, and that was the one that I just mentioned. Like a comic? No. Like strips. Like how you be on your phone and you do this. In this case, how it would go is that, let's say if you had, what's a good example? If this will come up. It's being weird. Come on now. Pictures, screenshots. Alright, just let me see. Alright. So let me make a new source real quick. Oh, you have to give me a second. Well, I could do it this way, because I'm trying to see what easier method would be to show. Could I show it like this? An image? Yeah, I could do that. That'll actually help more. Let's do pictures, screenshots, and this. Yeah, it's better. So like this, you have, because I know you can see this now. So you have this, right? You have this person here, and then this would be here, right? But then the whole background would be this, right? It would be like this, except it would be blurred. But this person would be in the middle. So there'd be duplicates. There'd be duplicates of the same one. So you'll have this person in the middle, and then a large version of this blurred. And for each scene that I switch to, it talks about it just like in this format. This shown in the middle. Yeah. So yeah, that technique can be used. It just depends on, like, the most important part is whether or not people want to hear you in real time, or you that wrote it down. That's the real key factor. Some people, now I've seen some people, now this like in terms of like Dragon Ball, now I have seen Dragon Ball what ifs of a person like doing a what if scenario, and the way that he was speaking it sounded like he was just speaking in real time, like, and him just thinking on, like, right there, on the go, of course with some, like, probably like some pauses if needed, but like we're not even talking about like, okay, I'm writing this down, this is what I'm going to say here, this is what I'm going to say here, I have it all written down, let's follow the script. No, some people do it by script, and some people just say it. Now, for the past two, the ones that I've done in the past, that was done by script. And maybe that method doesn't work. It's probably like mixed a little bit in between. Kind of similar to how I was thinking kind of similar to how I did the recent video that I did with, it's like how you would do it in a, like introducing a video, right? Okay, so let's do it that way. Like how I did with the, introducing this update, recent update. When I was presenting all the maps, I was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna say here. I didn't write it down. Nothing was wrote down. I was saying, okay, what are the three main things you're gonna talk about? I'm gonna talk about this, this, and this. I'm gonna talk about the map. I'm gonna talk about the quality of life that was added here. And what else? I was presenting maps, stuff like that. And then the additional rebirths that was added. I was gonna talk about the map. Lost my train of thought. I was gonna talk about the maps, the additional rebirths. I know I just said it a while ago. I don't know why I forgot, like right then and there. But you get what I'm saying. I put them all into like 3 sections and stuff like that. But in terms of manhwa, in order to, and that's another thing too. You say have words written down on the topic of freestyle your speech. Yeah, I did. yeah. But like, the real test would be whether to. Now, the real test is also presenting it as to whether you are reading with the viewer, or you're addressing it. You're reading with the viewer, but addressing what you know in terms of be like, okay, so for context behind this. Boom, boom, boom. Or you're reading along with the viewer, but I'm not talking about for word. You're like doing the recap, right? You're doing the read along with the viewer. So it's like, let's say like, okay, this is about to happen. Or guys, we just encountered this person that I just told you about. But really, this person is actually from a different world. So instead of doing that, we go and we just do it together, and then we'd be like, oh, this person is from this world, in that reaction. So there are 2 different methods to use it from, whether you want to do it in a gradual way. A gradual way, alright, let's go along together. Oh, what in the world? So you was behind it, the same way. We'd be like, oh, we both like, okay. So we both like, okay, so we got to present it like that, or we present it and we kind of mix it up a little bit. So I'm trying to see which one would actually work in terms of presenting the story. Words written down on the topic. Stars. I guess similar to like, okay, so what, I guess we'll say, if this is happening, we'll say, we're in this arc, the training arc. Now in this training arc, we're going to address a couple things. Main character is on this verge of like grinding his way up to the top to at least get up to C rank, B rank, A rank, or at least going from E rank to F, E rank, F rank, from F rank all the way up to D rank, and then to D rank up to C rank, B rank. That training, that'll be the training arc, however that goes, and then etc, etc. Depends on how you use the formula, but once it's I don't know, but maybe, who knows. Yeah, I think recap will work. Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with the recap stuff, because doing the, yeah. just recapping like what's all that's happened. Gotta make sure it keeps you locked in. Now, of course, there are some that have it down pat. In terms of like, there's some that don't even use their voice. They use the Siri, I guess the Siri voice thing. Some use the Siri voice and it does actually well, and some do use actual voice. Now, if I did do I'd probably do my actual voice, more than likely. But in terms of music, yeah, I'm leaving that alone. I'm probably if I do Among One, and I'm just talking right now. If I do it like a Among One recap, definitely would not put music in there. That way, because I'm assuming as a viewer, when you hear the person's talking and you're like, okay, this story is going to be about this. I want this type of music in the background while he's explaining it. It gives the viewer an option to have music to choose from. Because if they don't like the music, they'll be like, well, it's entertaining, but the music just doesn't fit with the narrative. So I don't think I want to continue watching. So there you go. Boom. No. Boss. Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, don't do music. Yep. Yeah, so that's what I did on my first two. My first two, I did it with music. And that's probably why and yeah, it'll make things a lot easier. It'll make things a lot easier for the creator, and it would take less time to do. It's a perfect formula. Now pay up. Pay up time. Press the Gavinator. Eat them cash. DBU Destroyer. XD, what's up? Say, how can I join you? Well, currently we are just in a private server. Now at the moment, an update needs to happen so that way it'll be easier and less laggy in servers. Most of this will mostly, now this game used to be very like co-op style, to where people can go together in bosses. Way back in 2020, when stat requirements weren't added into bosses. If stat requirements were removed, hooey. Things were very different back then. Of course, people didn't like the leeching back then at that time, but I'm gonna tell you, that's where everything was pretty booming. Everything was booming. I'm telling you, everything was booming at that time when Broly, everybody said, all right, let's go to Broly. You just rebirth? All right, let's go to Broly. Let's get some rebirths in. So I was looking at Dry Bomber's recent video, and I can tell you when it slowly started to change. Everything started to change as soon as everybody. I remember it when that new map came in. It was great. The new map, everybody was like, oh, okay. But the real big thing that caught everybody off guard was the stat requirement being added into the game. Are you turning? No, not turning. That was when the stat requirements were added into the Vegito update map. That's when everything changed, because I remember it clearly. Everybody was like, wait, I can't go into Vegito? No! And then, at that point, things went gradually down from there. Now, of course, some people still made it work, but I still remember it. I remember that. Because like I said, it wasn't added in because just by Pingo's choice. It was actually voted. It was voted in. Yeah, that was by vote. That was by vote. It said add stat requirements. And then that's when everybody said yes. But little did everybody realize that in this case that would mean that you grinding with a person. Because the method that I would use is that me and Dad underscore Smurf will both go into Broly. We both go into Broly. We would of course one of us was OP, the other one just rebirth, and the other one was OP. So this is when you rebirth and you can go to the strongest boss right there. So you would go to the strongest boss right there and you would continue to do that. Boom, 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 boom. Now when it's time for you to rebirth, the other person already has a lot of stats. So that person is getting close to rebirthing, or if they are already getting to where they need to rebirth, they will help you out a little bit, because now you're doing Broly multiple times to where you can actually do Broly now because you've been receiving help, and then that cycle will just keep going and going and going. That was when stat requirements weren't even there, and it was working, because in this case a bunch of people were able to work together. Now, fortunately, no. And then on top of that, I should also include that the 10% thing was added. That 10%, you had to do 5 to 10% damage to the boss. Yeah, that was also added into the Vegito update, which also did a huge number on there. Because now you can't go in, do a key blast, and then run away. Can't do that anymore. I remember it. A lot of people were not... Man, a lot of people were not... They're really... It really changed up the whole thing. It really changed up the whole thing. I feel like Pingo should have done the future update instead of bills. Well, like I said, it was by votes. It wasn't by choice. It was by votes. People wanted the bills. People wanted the bills. And when bills, I remember when bills came out, we was all excited. So it's not like we had a problem with it at all. Now I don't remember the vote there because I wasn't on Twitter. I was just grinding regularly. But man, oh man. Oh, I think it but yeah. We were just grinding regularly. I was just grinding regularly. No, not this. Not Beast Canyon either. I want to go false God creation. Yeah, I'm just convinced to go into this form. Might just make this just instant main form. Alright, it was fun talking to you, Chris. I'm gonna get a nap in before my jog, and that's for adding to the server, I think. And thanks for adding onto the server. Oh, no problem. No problem indeed. We're about to wrap it up too. So I'll be sure to before I do so, write down those 3 games that you mentioned, and then do my own time of looking into it. You gotta remember that good old homework. Now, of course, I got other stuff work to do. So I think after this, I'm gonna do exactly what I'm gonna get a jog in. You know, it's hot out there. I'm gonna get a jog in, shower, and then do my lessons. do my lessons of that I've been doing daily, and I believe after that I should be good into the rest of the day. Going into one, Lumi and Legacy will be the first one I'll be testing out. So I'm gonna look into that. First thing I know for sure, I'm gonna be making videos for it first before I do any live stream, because I gotta understand the game in order to actually do a live stream for it. But yeah. Whew. Thousand 178. Ooh. Super Saiyajin Aoi. Super Saiyajin Ichi. Where's Ichi? Where? Ichi, San, Yon, 5, 6、7、7、8、9、10、11、12、yeah, 12、11、no, forgot what 11 would be. Today was a pretty chill stream for anybody that's going to be rewatching. Yeah, much appreciated. After this rebirth, we'll be just wrap things up from there. Albert Truther 00. Hello. Yeah. For now, my new favorite form would be the true god of creation. There you go. I mean, false god of creation. Yeah, false god of creation. There we go. Boom. Ooh. Good boom. Tracking seems to be working pretty well now. Nice. Definitely like to see that. The bone. Alrighty. 84. Alright guys, we'll be wrapping things up here. Now for now, let me... What was it? Let me like see. Observations. Alright guys, wrap things up from there. Much appreciated. Thank y'all for watching. Now if you're rewatching, much appreciated as well. We are back into DBU, and of course, hopefully the few bugs fits to where we can teleport from Bill's planet to Earth and from Earth to Bill's planet, and the energy volley and key blast work as well. Thank y'all for watching, and Chris Quick is out. Peace. Thank y'all for watching.